viewers, and welcome again to another edition of the program Salone Stories with me, Kona Sesay. This is not a program where they for bring young entrepreneurs to you, for showcase them and make you know, say yes, there are youths out there where they do better things in our salon, for push them, life them, and other youths them go before. We they talk to young entrepreneurs them today. We one, they're into advertising, and the other one, now a contestant where they contest for the Mr. and Miss Best Model Salon. We will go now the Sierra Advert Company and also talk to these contestants here, but waiting and on they do so far for empower themselves and the message we then go send to youth them out there. Hello to you there and welcome to this interview. Mina Kona Sesay from Sierra Network Media House. To please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, Mina Isha A, Kanu, commonly known as Shantel.
Alright, Shantel, you go please tell me, where you come out from? Where are you origin?
Me come out from eastern part of Freetown, Town, and me na Alimba, I come out from Kamakwie.
Wow. So you go tell me, what in present you doing? So what you do?
Well, presently, Mina a student of the Tech University and Mina entrepreneur.
Alright. So what will make you different from the other contestants them, you know? Because on a plenty way to go in for this, but what will make you different from them other contestants, Cindy?
Well, what to make me different from the other contestants is like my confidence and my level of creativity and innovation. And my beauty, my height, as everyone can always say, and myself knows I get all in qualities in there. And I guess that what makes me different from all the other contestants.
Okay, indeed you are beautiful. But then people can normally talk, say, beauty now one, yes. But then what are you good at? What's in your strength?
Well, my strength is what I'm good at, what I'm good at doing, like I'm good at dancing, and I'm good at for convince person. Yeah.
So what are your weakness?
My weakness, like I hate for being looked low upon, and I hate when person they talk about me like something like that.
Alright. So you go tell me, what are some of the difficulties and the challenge them way you get for face for make you be who that you be so the Shantel where you be so today?
Well, really, like if I say I go say all that, it go be a lot. But like in a nutshell, I can say, well, one, peer group influence. Two, like, let me just say peer group influence and laziness. Like I just cut and short.
Right. Peer group influence. Okay, let's say for a scenario wherein you want to do something for your country salon, but then there's this friend where always they try for, deviate your attention from waiting you they try for do. What then could be the outcome of your decision where you they make? Is it that you go choose for do or you go wait because of your friend don't, discourage you for going to
Well, I'm not gonna say like I go choose for do or I choose for listen to my friend. Me a person is it very friendly and very open-hearted. I always stay there for my friends them. Like I can always say this, like I can always prefer to satisfy my friends them before I satisfy myself first. But like in this own scenario, I'm not gonna say I go choose my friend before my country. That's nothing way I'm not gonna do.
Earlier on you mentioned say you're a student, yeah? But then what inspired you for coming to modeling?
What inspired me? Well, the thing that inspired me in a passion, because of passion. And since I was 16, I've been into this modeling, and I love modeling. I love everything about it. So it's passion.
Right. So you feel say modeling in a way of empowering girls in Sierra Leone. I mean, people will get the passion for them. You feel say in a way for empower themselves.
Yes, of course, yeah. Because like modeling are like a job. A career where you focus on them, you get a very good life out of them. Even though there are some of our parents, they out there where they say like, not this, not idleness, not a way of prostitution. Like me, no see them that way,
Alright. There are ladies out there we want for be like Aisha. Where they look at you and say, I really want to be like this beautiful lady. But then difficulties them where you don't face. What are the steps where you don't go through for see that you overcome them?
Well, what are the steps? Well, I don't see like a lot. Like just like I say earlier, peer group influence, and I can get some family issues. So because I can say this, since I was 16, 15 rather, let me just say so, I've always been there for myself. Like my family don't abandon me, so I go for be stand strong for myself and close my eyes into all the other stuff them out there and just focus on me modeling stuff in school and business way I they do. So like I say, if anybody they out there we want to be like me, I guess now then challenges is they then self get for overcome and just be themselves and know say there's time for everything.
All right. So you go please tell me, is it that you learn modeling from somebody or an institution, or you just get them as a talent? And if not learn, you learn them. You don't try for make other people, other young beautiful ladies out there learn from you?
Well, not to learn modeling. Not to learn modeling. Like at one time, about on my phone, they go over on the internet on YouTube and I see something like this and I was like, wow, I love this thing. But at first I was shy because me not first me would be really shy. I wasn't out there too much. So like I can't go for get love for and I get passion for and I say like I won't do this thing as a career. And if he I for be learn myself, even though I'm on learn like I always do try my best for help the upcoming ones, them for me themselves go do even much better than waiting me don't do in the modeling world.
Alright, so what in Aisha go like for change about the world?
Waiting I go like for change about the world? Well, corruption, racism, that's what I want to change about the world. As we all know, that's not the top thing right now we do around the world, and racism, like blacks being against whites, not being okay with blacks, you know.
Right. So specifically, why you decide for participate in Mr. and Miss Best Model Sierra Leone?
Well, I decided for participate in the Mr. and Miss Best Model Sierra Leone because of passion, just looked at I say earlier. And another thing is, of course, the prize, as we all know, are the highlights of this competition, the crown, yeah.
Alright, so what thing you go get for offer as the Miss Best Model for Salone?
What thing I go for offer Miss Best Model Sierra Leone? Well, one, I'll give back to my country, and there are 3 categories where I go and work on. 1, the youth. 2, parents, and 3, the government. The youth, as for the youth, I go serve as a role model for them and help bring the upcoming models the way one day into the modeling world, like do like workshops, train them, even though like I know seminar students, I don't get much, but like there are some models where they out there we go one day into the modeling side, but there is no help for them, nothing like that. So like me go come in and help them. That's the one that we want to be part. And for the parents, I go one preach to them, but this mentality we they don't get, say this modeling stuff, prostitution, idleness, like you just sell yourself out there to organizers, to the world. Like I just want to make them know, say no to idleness with it. Like this not a career. This not like where you go school, where you get a job. So now that's I go and preach to the parents. And to the government, I go want talk to high stakeholders them for make them go support with the models them, for make investors them go they come in and can take we, because like we all there, most of we, not only me, but there are models out there where in say they're very talented. Even I can say even more than me, but with the West na Salonia because investors they come in for can take we for go with we out there for maybe go showcase with talent and what we get.
You know, for that beautiful lady where they out there, where they listen and watch right now, you know, what can you go tell them if you want to become a model? But as you say, the mindset of people about modeling, you know, some can even think saying a means of prostitution. What you go tell that young beautiful lady where they listen and watch you about keeping in dreams going and not giving up or listening to what people get for say?
What I got for say is like it's simple. Because like me, I've been through a lot, but still I don't give up. And I know say it's hard, more especially for this we own salon sire way into the modeling stuff like where you make a program, let them pageants, organizers in the car, I want you at this, like someday they can for just foolish you, for give you the contest. Like I just don't want to make them give up. because me self don't face in a whole lot of things like that. But I said to me and say, no, this is what I want to do, not to can sell me body for contest. So like just be strong and be focused on your career and never give up.
For an investor where they watch right now, you know, tell that person why invest in Isha.
I don't know if I say much. Why invest in me? Like I say earlier, I'm in a person where able confused person. But like an investor where they watch right now, all I can say is, you know me, and you they watch me, and you know say me na Aisha and it's a Kanu, and me na a model. I get passion for modeling, and I promise you, invest in me, like you know, go regret because Aisha gets everything. Like I'm confident, I got the height, I'm beautiful, and if you invest in me, I promise you, that's not something you will never regret.
Alright. Finally, what's going to be your word to modeling girls out there where they listen and watch you right now? Your word of encouragement to them, you know, being that you win the Miss Best Model Sierra Leone. Your word of encouragement to them that you never forget them in a so and so thing you go like for do for them. What's going to be your word to them finally?
Finally, and first of all, I want to say I love you all, me fellow models, them out there. Like, if I win the Miss Best Model, I'm not going to forget Una. And I promise I go try for work hand in hand with Una for make we go push we self, because not only me, because me self no say, like, if I win this Miss Best Model, so you know, to ya no more I want to stop. Like, I want to go up higher, and I just go for come with Una, make we all work hand in hand and try for push ourselves together. As we all know, one person not the able push himself for go before. Like we need for come in numbers and work and for make we go reach the top. Like I love you all and I appreciate Una. Let we just keep the fire burning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello to you, Mina Kona Sesay from Sierra Network Media House. You go please introduce yourself.
Okay, so Mina Ralford Rollings-Bull, CEO and founder of FEPO Website Hosting Company Limited.
FEPO Website Holding Company. You will please tell viewers them what in this company they all about.
Okay, so FEPO Website Hosting something where you can short called FEPO Host. FEPO Host an initiative where introduced to Sierra Leone for cloud website hosting. Basically all in terms are IT terms them, but basically if I can put it this way, anything with the access through the internet locked to a website. And it's because they're on a website and you make it able to access and interact with them. So for example, Facebook, all the platforms that they use online are hosted on a particular system, and that kind of system they now call a hosting system. So we I think one of the few hosting systems in West Africa where also they host websites, and we do them virtually through cloud hosting systems. And the reason being because you're looking at the country or the region where the third world countries they now get first class internet and first class electric services. So if you get the kind power outage or outbreak of problems, able to manage people websites. So the best way you can do that is hosting it virtually from a secure location, and the location forgets good internet service, and at the same time you also forget 24 hours, 7 days a week, and 365 days a year of internet as well. So and light as well. So now that kind of thing. And of course, so going down to the easier aspect, we don't start as an entrepreneur 9 years to 10 years ago. Started up with my first online business where I called SL Adverts. SL Adverts actually is a registered business in Sierra Leone. We start first for do online advertisements, and at the time the social media thing was just being introduced. When then we at the time we've been just begin use social media, and I thought, okay, let me start up something where people are going to pay for put their advertisement online. And then it was a very good thing. It was a phenomenon at the time. And then we also introduced other businesses services under the business. We've been to do designing, printing, and then we also started also doing websites. So the thing about the website now, it became more like an engagement to the business, and we started, okay, so this is an adverts company. We now go on for do everything, other extra things in Panam where not really tied to what we register them for. So we started up with FEPO Host 2 years back.
So then FEPO is a branch of Sierra Leone Adverts.
Yeah. Well, basically it's you can say SL Adverts are the mama, if we can put it that way, but it's not directly under SL Advert, we just like bring them out, and because of the services they were, we see say the trend, and the kind of things that people are going for. Because as you can say, before you start a business, you do a market research or a survey, and you look for what your clients and want. Sometimes what you present can look nice to you, but really presentable to the client, or the client don't need them. So eventually upon you test, that you know, oh, now this the clients they want better than that. So even when we started SL Adverts, as I say, social media was just being introduced, so it not been too common. When we get business they come in through the online advertisement, then social media became very popular, and then it stopped online advertisement from we on side making money from it. So we introduced another system called social media management, where we now for cover that cost will be the loss from online advertisement. So when you begin manage social media pages for businesses, you get money for that. So professionally creation of these platforms for businesses, managing, because some of them not at the time not being they employ. They not even know what you mean by having a social media executive or somebody where they handle your online business. So we've been create a space for them, and we manage close to 30 or 50 online businesses, online platforms for different companies. So we help them for go following, increase their follower accounts, make them post and reach a lot of people without paying sponsored adverts on Facebook for that. So we'll be to give them a cheaper option where they reach virtually the same amount or even more than the people they're waiting for reach, and then that will become a service for we're able to cover that loss, will be the loss from online advertising. So we restructure the business and put them still on the right track of being an online business, but where they make profit instead of losing.
So it's all about online advertising and IT practices,
Yeah, so me before becoming an entrepreneur, I was known for my youth advocacy. So I'd say I'm a youth ambassador. I've been awarded a couple of awards for my youth work. Me going into entrepreneurship is not being selfish. It's about me helping people with jobs, creating a platform for people to get experiences, giving them job opportunities. Because if it were for me alone, I have all the qualifications to get a very good job. I can be employed. In fact, I've been approached by hundreds of employers that I actually have turned down because of my dream to becoming that outstanding entrepreneur. It not necessarily means say I not go work for somebody, but I can do like part-time, but not a full-time work for anybody, because my own dream also get for be achieved. Meaning I've been done to do lots of youth projects and youth programs. I started off firstly as a child advocate. I been to do children's program on International Children's Day broadcasting, different countries. I started in the Gambia, Kamnaya, and I continued to International Youth Day with then SBS, and then I continued. I started my own organization. Yes, and then.
So you opening Sierra Leone advert company, you did try for say that this now platform where you go able to reach out to other youths them so that themselves could be empowered?
Very well. As at now, when SL Adverts been started, before even FEPO host come, I had over 200 people trained.
Wow.
Yes, from that time to now, over 200 people, young people, I mean youths from the ages of 18 to 35 have been trained with different skill sets, and most of them not there because the space not that accommodating for a lot of people, but then they work different side and now, and they appreciate their time with me because one way or the other then go don't get skills in IT, skills in marketing, public speaking, even media, because I also get a lot of experience with media and social media and traditional media. So we make sure we pass on a lot of knowledge, marketing skills to most of them, and some of them they college now. Some are already graduated, some already employed. Funnily enough, some even get their own business as well where they don't start, which is making me very proud. So as I say, it's not about me, it's about passing on the knowledge, impacting other lives, and creating opportunities. So I also don't recommend so many people for jobs, giving them recommendation letters. I also don't help a lot of people then with internship opportunities in my own space. So some of them come, I give them maybe 2-3 months of internship, giving them some bit of approval, and then they can go get jobs on the side.
All right. You mentioned say you're an advocate for young people, and also you're into ICT business. Somebody would like to know, is it that this work here where you do now something where you learn na college, or you just take them up on yourself and begin for do?
That's very, very interesting, because for me, anything what I do now, thing where I think I get from God, because I'm very passionate about what I do. I'm a degree holder, by the way, but a degree in a different aspect. I'm an agricultural engineer. I did agric engineering at Jala University. I have a BSc honors, and well, basically, I don't do some consultancy in that because I'm a professional, but that's not my line of work because I'm more passionate into what's giving me the zeal to work. Not much for the money, because if it were for the money, maybe I for stick with my profession where I get in college, and because they pay the better, they pay in dollars. I'm sure thousands of dollars. Most of my colleagues, they were the agricultural engineers. They work for international companies. Them, but it's more about me being pleased with the work I do. I want for feel the impact of what I do on young people and making sure that I will impact their lives, and me also feel accomplished, because now that they really keep me going in whatever I've been doing. And for the years, as I say, it's not about making money, because if it were making money, I'm not going to stick to what I do, because definitely you don't make much as an entrepreneur in this part of the world. But it's the dream that you would definitely get there one day. And so far I am halfway there. If I can put it that way, I'm halfway there because I've started far back. So some of the things that I learned, most of we young entrepreneurs that now not go through it, we go through where we start. So maybe then get a better opportunity for making faster than we. But we also better position because we don't go through the highs and the lows. So maybe I will survive during this corona pandemic because of how I started. Now, so many businesses don't fall during this period because they're not been noting a low in the business. I've gone through series of lows. I've gone through the Ebola pandemic. I've gone through the Ebola epidemic at the time, and I've gone through the corona pandemic now. So whatever I'm going through, I've been experiencing that before, and I know how to position myself for whatever is going to come. And I'm sure better days are ahead because like you say, the worst is already happened. Because you already don't see them, so you need to expect the worst to come. So I'm expecting the better days ahead, and I'm sure there's a lot of opportunities, because looking at us, we are still young, we have a long way to go, and most of what we're doing now for now we able live and left them. So not so for now I start something and then tomorrow I still alive and it's in well. No, now for now I start something and still left even when I'm gone.
Okay, you talk about passion. You talk about the passion in what you to do. What can really inspire you for come into entrepreneurship?
Okay, so I think that the same zeal and zest I get for youth employment, if I can put it out with it, because starting as a youth advocate, as he said, the gap in employment really great. Young people are so unemployed or underemployed at the same time. They're going to give a degree holder a wage where you're not supposed to get, or then go they even say, okay, we not get space for you, even when you get paper. So all that in a gaps where if we not get people like we 1,000, we go create spaces for other young people and for and coach and make use of, we go still get this problem of unemployment. So I'm happy, spaces that like Sensi Tech come on board. Coded also they help a lot of other people. We also get different, learning environments where they come up now, but they're not be day till we start, because I'm sure if them in day at that time, I'm 10 times ahead of where I am today. But as I say, I still appreciate the efforts of me learning the hard way, because we in our old school, if I can put that away, in our old school and young entrepreneurs, we get in new school young entrepreneurs then where then they see we as maybe then going to see we as maybe icons then now because of the level we reach, but still we're all on the learning curve, because the time where we start, internet and IT now is far ahead. Maybe, of course, there was no WhatsApp when I started. There was no, TikTok or whatever platforms they would use now. So virtually not be needed. And now you looking at the opportunities that with online, the platforms and on social media and everything, it give you more greater access to unthinkable amount of clients. You don't need for even get office space. Some of we get office space because we just have to get it, because the kind of business where they run, you have to pay, whatever cost it is you get for getting an office space. But virtually nowadays, most entrepreneurs don't even get office space, but they're making a lot of money. Some of them are not even registered, but they still make a lot of money. They use their WhatsApp, so that it tells you don't need to forget 100% of everything for make something or make an impact. You just need to forget the zeal and the passion behind them, because the passion helps you to be there when it's not working, and for still find a way for make it work.
Yes. Talking about you trials where you go through and all challenging times, you mentioned that you don't even see your worst. A particular youth out there are going to say, what's in exactly this guy go through during in time where he just start, where for make I want for be like where he be saying a thing where me no don't see it.
Okay, so there is a favorite word where most of we colleagues then can say, nothing that you want to go through your problem, and whatever you think say you sabi now, person they will be don't sabi am. Whatever you think say you go through now, somebody they don't go through them. And if you think you're suffering, go out there and check the slums and see who died and they suffer past yourself. Maybe you get in for it. Some man they tell you say I not eat today or 2 days back. So I mean, people's story can inspire you, and you said no need for look down on yourself because you no need for do everything for become somebody. You don't need for learn book for become somebody, but still you need for learn book because one way or the other, as I say, I'm a degree holder. I did it to please my parents because my dad now I'm possible and they joke with book business. So I was forced to get a degree, which I in turn wouldn't have had if I still want to stick to it. I still stick to him, but I had to do that to please him. But eventually I have my respect because most entrepreneurs that are out there where not get degrees. If you apply for projects and funding and other things, the degree also they help you with respect, with also securing some of their, opportunities. Then because one way or the other, you still for submit your CV or your business profile, and your business profile get forget you key staff them and their qualifications and experience. So when that standard they reach, you get problems then because you go either miss them to somebody else who been get the opportunity for land or get paper where you not get. So I still go advise people and for take the education side very seriously because from school to college you can do anything you want to do. Even if not music, try get some paper where you go put in a corner, because after that you can do whatever you want to do, because eventually the opportunities they're out there. There's so many different opportunities even there before you where you need to even see them. But when you try for think outside the box, you go tap into opportunities the way you not ever know say exist.
All right, you talk about people where you don't invest in, people where you don't mentor. You even say over 200 youths where you don't try for bring out good from them, But then, what's good has come out of the company? What are some of the success stories to tell?
Well, as at now, I'm happy I have good partnerships. I have secured great partnerships with existing businesses in Sierra Leone. And as a figure, as a personality myself, my name also don't, kind of give me an advantage for get opportunities them. So you are the business sometimes. Sometimes you're not the business. So in a case wherein you call Bill Gates, you must call Microsoft. But if Bill Gates' in personality diminishing, the company back will be affected. So sometimes you get for maintain your posterity, you credibility, for make sure say you whatever you put your hands into also get the same credibility as you. Because until your company become bigger than you get responsibility for the company, get a good name where you're supposed to forget. You can never be bigger than the company where you want to do, because eventually now the business you really get passion for make become successful. So you get to make sure so you good name follow the business. At the same time, you're talking about the impact. Now, for Sierra Leone as a young person, forget connections with government is very difficult. I have tried my best really forget one to partnership with some institutions them in the past, and even as at now I get one to partnerships with existing government entities them, which is very good. But nevertheless we look for more. We look for better opportunities them. So I think for a track record, I'm saying partnerships because people are just too keen about what you do now whether they pay you. That they can done. And you can do work for Posse, pay you 1 million, 2 million. You still not get nothing for show for them. But partnership agreements go a long way. Now, if I sign an agreement with whatever institution for 1 year, and that even if we time down in the agreement, it's a document I can keep. It's something I can show for tomorroorfor secure another bigger opportunity. So for me, I have tried my best to have loads of that, and that's going to keep me, even if I don't get whatever opportunity tomorrow, but that's going to keep me in whatever I'm doing for a very long period.
Okay. So if somebody want for do business with you, how the person will locate you?
Okay, so I'm one very active guy on the internet. So of course anybody can get me at any time. Ralford at fepohost.com. It's RALFORD at FEPOHOST.com. Of course, so the other emails and there, but I think this is shorter and easier for a person and get me on. Or my social media handles, you can just check my name, Ralford Rollings-Bull or Prince Ralfordo. It's on all social media platforms. Any side if you say you use, I did it.
Now, advertising on social media, don't become a very great competition. And according to you, that even bring people inside the company. So how has it been like?
So it's more, it's two things. Either you could say it's an advantage and a disadvantage, but for us, we always look at the positive side. It's more of an advantage because it gives you opportunities for next to nothing advertisement. You just buy it up, you send everything you get for send online. Better than for go pay traditional media millions of leons, and you still not go even know if you reach the right audience. So in some cases it's better now with social media, because most of they try for succeed because of the platform itself, the opportunity itself. So social media is positive, it's good for us. It's up to how you use it as well, but I think it's more bigger and better for businesses. Now you even see businesses that open Instagram accounts before, it not been common. Now businesses that open TikTok accounts, businesses that open Twitter accounts, and not only Facebook pages. So because they know say the audience with people, they on the most active platform. So if they want pass on in 1 minute or 30 seconds or even 10 seconds information, the best way for share them now through social media.
Alright, so you can tell viewers the location of your office?
Okay, so I'm here at 22 4th Street. That's where you can have FEPO host, and at the same time you can get me online, as I say. I get me on personal website, rrb.today, www.rrb.today. That's where you get my profile. RRB as in Ralford Rollings-Bull. So, and of course my phone number. It's a phone number, is accessible, so anybody can reach me on 232 if it's international. 76604520, and that number there, of course, it's a business WhatsApp line, so anybody can WhatsApp me as well and ask me whatever information, even if it's about coaching or talking to somebody, mentoring somebody. Apart from even professional business, I can also assist in that and link people with other opportunities, because I'm an alumnus to various platforms. I'm a Yali alumnus. That's where I got my ambassadorial award in Nigeria. I've also been to Yali, Ghana as well. I'm also part of the Global Shapers community in Switzerland. I went there in 2015 for the annual curators meeting at the World Economic Forum, which is one of the biggest events you can have in the world. So me being part of these networks, I've also grown, giving me a greater platform for growth. So I also advise any young person, say, not joke with opportunities online. And one person where nobody joke with opportunities. Any opportunity I say, they make it. I've been rejected by a lot. I've also been accepted by a few. So being rejected not for make you feel left out. It's very bad for me, maybe a 10-page application, and then they'll not take you. You will feel like, me, they're not like me. But maybe somebody else wrote better than you did. Somebody else give more time than you did. So it's always you retrying and trying again. I had a story of somebody where been go at a project where he applied for 3 times in a row. And the third time he almost won't give up. But I end up get the opportunity. So there's always, this thinking of giving it a try. No matter how many times you fail, just giving it, whatever you have in your head that you will succeed, is about you believing yourself that you'll do it, and then giving yourself that try.
Alright, you don't talk to young people out there, viewers will listen and watch. You don't advise them on trying whenever they fail. Alright, but then what will be your final word to viewers? What will be the last message you really left to them about choosing for advertise with Sierra Leone Advertising Company and for do business with people?
Okay, so for me, I'm a young person. If I not be get parents, I not go there, of course. So I want people them out there appreciate what they do as young people. We make I say this now because some of work young, they need to take me seriously. Say, this guy, maybe he's here to play, he's not here to stay. You go only judge person where you don't get you experience with them. So not ever judge person where meet a mate. Not say this person might be too proud. Not say this person not go take me business seriously. Try the person. I've worked for a lot of people that I've actually wowed, if I can put it that way, because they may think say maybe I'm not gonna do it. And I did it more professionally than they even thought. So sometimes and they just try support me, because if you go support somebody else, you're not going to give back to your country. Support we were for give back to the country. You know what I mean? And most of we get passion for stay here for as long as we can. And as I said, I had the chance to travel out, and I not gone away. I came back. I never ran away. And if I had done that, I'm not going to impact my country day like a TD.
So if we and lots of other people like me or way past me where they are and still they try, but the opportunities then they be limited. They either politicize them or they not generalize them. So if they want to make sure see some of we grow, make them give we equal chances, equal opportunities. Some of we will not need for apply for something and for call we say, hey, there's this chance. Do you? So because why I'm saying this, not to all TV go know. Not all we go yeah. But if you get onto us, like for awards, sometimes, pass you apply for your award. I mean that's outrageous. Not so some country then they even know where they nominate yourself. Pass you see the email say hey you've been nominated. Because me not think I for apply for something I forget. If I'm being nominated, I'll think say yes my work is making an impact. Now in the country if most people not put money for get something, they know they get them. I mean at that kind of person I believe in transparency, I believe in credibility, I believe in accountability. And it's not easy as a young person. It's very difficult, trust me. Because society and the way I talk the word and they then go say, okay, you're not ready for work with it. Then go push in a corner. And it takes a lot for now to become somebody tomorrow. Yeah, we are not to saints. We are all not holy. Yes. We must don't thief and lie before. But it not necessarily means say you continue that way. You get for make a huge turn at a particular point because you want to become somebody tomorrow. So me advice or me encouraging words as I say to my colleagues and for keep pushing on, and also to the audience and for help we by doing business with us, because if you want to you fly, you call me, you want print you whatever printing out married program, calendar, certificate, whatever you have, you call me. That small contribution way they make to me business or to me, they help me for growth tomorrow. You know, there are some things I do. People if you ask, hey, you do that kind of thing, I say yes. I do business cards. Wow. I do. There's some funny things you think say not make sense, but I do. But they count money. Because if you stick to just the online advertisement, the website, and the big things, you don't get the clients all the time. You get them once in a while. Yeah, they will pay you maybe something where handy, but you know they take for a long period. So if you get them one way they do at every 2-3 weeks or 1-2 weeks, you get them kind of working the way they come in. It looks small, but little drops of water, as they say, makes a mighty ocean. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Viewers, una self don't listen to these two wonderful people. We're the CEO for Sierra Leone Advert Company, when Prince Ralford, and then a contestant where they contest for Mr. and Miss Best Model Salone, when Isha Kanu. Then two people don't talk concerning the challenges and what they don't face so far, ever since when they go into the different endeavors, and also the same message to youth them out there for say they not for give up in whatsoever challenge will come their way, but they for continue for press on. As we contestant they say we say yes in work where they do, not mean say in a work where you for sell your body to people them, but yet you forget them in mind say you are beautiful and you for go for what you believe in. We've been the program come to you today. My name is Kona Sesay. Until we meet again to another edition of Salone Stories, I say bye bye.